I have multiple Vitest video tutorials on my channel, and the top 3 most common questions that I'm asked about Vitest are: why use Vitest over Jest? Why does Vitest need the testing library? And finally, if we're migrating away from Jest, why do we need to import the testing library jest-dom in our code? If you pause this video and take a look at this table that I created for you, it might answer some of the questions that you might be pondering. The decision that drove me towards Vite and Vitest was that the React team mentioned for many years that they were sunsetting the Create React app scaffolding tools for React. And by the way, at the time of making this video, which is in July of 2025, you can use Vitest to test your Next.js application, and it works very well with Next.js. Unfortunately, however, using Jest to test React application that were scaffolded with Vite is fraught with proverbial landmines and is not a pleasant developer experience. Which answers the first commonly asked question, because you want to spend your time building your app and testing your components, not chasing down testing infrastructure issues in some deep, dark rabbit hole. To answer the second question as to why does Vitest need the testing library? Well, we have to go back in time a little bit. Facebook, aka Meta, previously owned and developed Jest, but they transferred ownership to the Open JavaScript Foundation in 2022. Obviously, Facebook also developed React. Facebook created Jest as a complete testing framework for React to include a test runner, an assertion library, and snapshot testing. Now, please keep in mind that they started development over a decade ago as an internal project. And we all know how fast the JavaScript ecosystem moves. Practically speaking, at the time of this video, July of 2025, foundationally, Vitest is a test runner, providing the environment and tools to execute tests. Some of you will argue that Vitest can do more than that, and you're correct. But for practicality purposes, we will call it a test runner, which takes us to the wonderful testing library created by Ken C. Dodds. The testing library is not a test runner or framework and was not designed specifically for a testing framework. Therefore, it works very well with our Vitest test runner. And we can import certain modules from the testing library into our React app to test our React components. One way to think about it is that Vitest provides the environment and the tools to execute tests, while React testing library focuses on providing utilities for rendering and interacting with components in a way that mimics user behavior. Essentially, Vitest provides the how of testing, like running tests, And the React testing library provides the what, testing the component's functionality. And it executes very quickly and works very well, at least for the time being until some new Fandango testing library appears. Things works like that in the JavaScript world. As to the final question of why we need the testing library jest-dom package on line 3, imported not from the jest npm repository, but from the testing library npm repository. The answer is simple. We need the custom matchers not included with Vitest nor testing library, but we do not want to import the entire jest library. If you were to look in the node modules being imported to the project and look inside of the testing library directory, jest-dom is the same jest-dom that's in jest. Essentially, we are repurposing the things that we need without having to import the entire library. A clever way of repurposing. Okay, my dear friends, please consider subscribing to the channel if you're not yet a subscriber. Please consider giving this video a thumbs up if it'll help you out. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.